What's going on, guys? In today's video I'm going to be doing a top 5 pros of my Kawasaki Vulcan 650. Now if you guys are new to the channel, definitely check out our other videos. We have a whole playlist on the Kawasaki Vulcan, and we post weekly videos on auto body, auto mechanics, and how to. So I've had this bike roughly about 7 or 8 months. There's some pros and some cons, and I want to give you guys my opinion now that I've read the bike a little bit more. The first pro of this bike is the price point. New or used, you can get them fairly cheap. I paid $7,000 for this bike brand new. Now this is just the base model, the non-ABS. They do have an ABS, a Cafe ABS. There's a few different models out there, so it can go up a little bit. But overall, you can get this bike new for $7 or $8 grand. And I've seen used ones as cheap as $3,500 to $5,000. And I'm not talking about a bike with 17,000, 18,000 miles on it like a lot of these sports bikes are. I'm talking about a bike with roughly 2,000, 3,000, maybe 5,000 miles on it. So overall, whether it's new or used, you can get this bike at a very cheap price point. Now the second pro of this bike is the price of aftermarket parts. So since this bike is not a $20,000, $30,000 motorcycle, the parts for it are very, very cheap. You can get a lot of aftermarket stuff on Amazon, eBay, a few places like that, even Revzilla. I don't have them on here, but for example, the engine guards that come out, they come out like this. A lot of guys have them. You can get them on Amazon for roughly 80 bucks, and these super nice, authentic Pug ones off Revzilla are only $200. So there's a lot of options you can do to this bike. Everything is very, very cheap. I do not have much money in it. I've put pegs, rear seat, LED light, turn signals. I've got a lot of aftermarket parts on this, and overall it has not cost me nothing, so I do enjoy that about the bike. Now the third pro about this bike that I do really like is the fact that there is so many parts options for it. It fits any type of style, so mine's kind of just a black murdered out cruiser style, but I've seen some that are custom bobbers all the way to grandpa ones. They have a massive windshield, they'll have a rear bag, saddle bag, a sissy bar for themselves. I don't really personally like it, but the point of that is there's so many different options of things you guys can do. And if you don't believe me, definitely join the Kawasaki Vulcan groups on Facebook. There's a lot of people that tour on these bikes in foreign countries. So depending on what your riding style is, you can have, in my opinion, a younger looking bike like mine, or you can have an older man looking bike in a sense. So the fourth pro to this bike is the weight of it. So whether you're new to riding, old to riding, it don't matter. Young in age, old in age, this bike only weighs in about 500 pounds, so it's super easy. I think anybody would be able to move this bike around. And the fifth pro about this bike, in my opinion, is anybody can ride this bike. So you have a cruiser style comfortable bike with a sports bike motor, because it's a 650 Ninja motor in it, so it's got some power to it. So within this bike, you get a comfortable, lightweight bike with some power to it, and many options, so anybody can ride this bike. Whether this is your first bike that you're buying, or you're an older gentleman at 65 and you want something kind of comfortable, cheap that you can cruise around in, this is definitely the bike for you. With that being said too, they also have the Ergofit system. So the Ergofit system is something that Kawasaki came out with that fits 3 different types of riders. I believe it starts from 5'4" to 6'2", 6'3". And basically what they have is 3 handlebar options, 3 seat options, and 3 peg mounting options. I'll show you guys right here. There's different spots to mount your pegs. So a short rider would move their pegs back here, where I'm pretty tall, so I actually put the extended rod in to move my pegs forward. So my bike came with a standard seat and the standard handlebars and standard pegs. So what I did is I ordered that extension rod, moved my pegs up, and I actually tweaked my handlebars forward until I put ape hangers on it. The extended seat I think would make a difference, but it sits higher and it gives you more room this way and this way, and I personally don't think I want to sit higher on this bike, so that's the only reason I haven't done the seat. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If there's anything you'd like to see, comment down below. Definitely hit the subscription. I do link every video I have on the Kawasaki Vulcan down there, and I do have a playlist on the channel. I do appreciate all the love and support. I have not posted much in the last 2 or 3 months. I'm getting back to it. So if there's anything you guys would like to see, comment down below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more weekly content.